This is the gospel.
Okay, so we're recording?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, dale.
Relajando family, what's happening?
¿Qué es lo que, mi gente?
¿Qué lo que?
Ya tú sabes.
Aquí estamos.
Relajando.
En serio.
Mi nombre es Gio.
And I'm Joey.
Seriously?
Joking podcast coming straight to you, to your screen.
No, tú estás como que cada vez tú estás como que se te olvida el script.
No. I'm just excited. I'm just excited. I'm excited because now we got another studio going on.
I'm not excited. Like, listen, until we get here and record here in the same spot for like 3 months, then I'll be excited. Then I'll be like, okay.
You'll be a believer?
I'll be a believer.
Again, bro, every week we got new stuff for the people.
Dude, I don't get it though.
You know, they see us and they're like, bro, esta gente son los más inconsistentes.
Like, yo creo que that's the reason why we don't have like a steady
following
because we're not steady.
Because we're not steady.
We jumping all over the place.
But I think what you see is what you will see.
What you see, that's what you get.
Yeah, you might see a couple changes and improvements here and there.
I mean, yeah.
But what you see is what you see.
I mean,
and what you will continue to see.
I like what I see.
Yeah.
I like what I see. I would like to see a little bit more stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what we're missing?
I like the stable. You know.
Yeah.
And it's been with us since
day one.
Yeah.
Day one.
So I like that.
Yeah.
I like the scary wall.
The creaking wall. They don't hear that though. They don't.
No, but we do.
We do.
So we have to deal with it.
Right.
So it's just.
You sure it's not the hurricane?
No, he already passed though.
It passed?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
You still have like.
I thought it was the aftermath.
You still have like PTSD. I see what you did.
Yeah, you see.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Oh, you're learning though.
I try. You know, just been doing this for 2 years now.
No, pero loco.
You all right?
No, just making sure, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. You thought it was the table that was making the noise?
No. It's just making sure, like, it's just like I have, like, the daddy issue thing.
Oh, you got daddy issue.
Yeah, so I have to make sure that, you know, like, everything is okay. Because I don't have a dad.
Oh, you don't have a dad?
Yeah. Dile a tu papá que deje llamando.
Mi papá, no, it's not my dad.
Oh, that's not your dad?
No.
I thought it was daddy.
It's one of my virtual pastors.
Oh, virtual pastors.
Yeah.
Virtual pastors.
Virtual pastors.
Deja que el landlord escuche este programa.
I have a church pastor. I also have virtual pastors.
Well, I didn't know that we can have like multiple pastors.
I mean, why not?
Oh, I don't know.
You can have multiple dads, right?
Oh, can you?
Can you?
Yeah.
I mean,
yo creo que la pared está incómoda con lo que estamos hablando. La pared, Pedrito, la pared está como que these guys are talking about like, no, I don't believe on that. Like, no.
Oh, why did it just fall apart?
Yeah, like I'm making a sound telling you stop talking about that.
Yes. But we talked last week about what are we building, right?
Yeah.
And so what are we building? We talked about, you know, our content.
Yeah.
The responsibility that we have. Now, this week we want to talk about who's your daddy.
Yeah, who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? And no Diddy.
Oh, that's not how we're talking about?
It's not what we're talking about.
So I have to change.
You got to change the
title.
You got to change the vowel.
So I have to change the title of the show and the thumbnail.
Yes, change the vowel from I to A.
Dude, that would be like legit.
Can I buy a A? You know? So
No. Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
Yeah.
And we want to talk about la paternidad espiritual, spiritual parenthood.
I like that, bro.
Yeah.
So who's your spiritual dad?
My spiritual dad?
Yeah. And don't tell me like Gigi Abeli vaina.
Alabanza, señor. I think my first spiritual dad was my father.
You have multiple?
My biological. Yeah. Well,
so you like a kid, like a system kid,
foster,
like a foster
child.
kid, like you like.
No, well, here's the thing. I was my wife and I were talking about this, right?
Okay.
And obviously, God takes you through different stages in life.
Yeah.
And sometimes there are people that show up in your life that play a spiritual leader, a spiritual parent figure. It can be, you know, in one church, you could be in one church, you go, let's say God moves you to another place and you meet a person.
Right.
So I think throughout life, I believe you can have people who were your spiritual figures. or spiritual parents, right?
I can see that, like examples.
Yes,
like
yes, and I
role
think
models and stuff like that.
Right, and I think as you mature, I think God actually starts to put you into that place for you to be that person for somebody else, right? Now, we talked on the radio, and we talked extensively about this today. Obviously because this video is going to be a little shorter and stuff like that, so we kind of want to get right into it.
Yeah.
But what has been your experience with? Do you have a spiritual father? Have you ever had one?
If we're gonna go with that term, and we're gonna like title it that way,
who's your daddy?
Who's my daddy? So yes, if that's the case, I could say that I had many in that aspect. Only one has been, if there was like a daddy award,
right?
Like a spiritual daddy award, like only one person.
The lifetime daddy award goes to.
So it will be.
Hold on.
Oh, tiene una medallita, una vaina.
Yeah, hold on. Dang it,
Pedrito, we have to buy him like bigger pants. Oh,
and the nominee for Daddy of the Lifetime Award is Jorge Luis.
Yeah. Right? No, pero de verdad.
Is that who?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was right.
Yeah. Right. He will be the one that wins the award. Yeah. And not saying that the other persons that like acted didn't do their job, but they did their job. But I feel like he was by season. It was a season, and obviously a move. I'm not in the same space.
So you changed from the radio then, what you said on the radio.
No. I mean, you didn't ask me that on the radio.
Yeah, because on the radio you said
you didn't ask me how many daddies I had. So you know what I'm saying?
Apparently you got daddy issues if you got that many daddies.
Hey, don't play with me though. Like
no, but on the radio we talked about if you consider him a spiritual dad, and you said
no, and that's what I'm saying. Like I don't use that term. Now if we
spiritual father.
Yeah. If we talking about that, using the title, yeah. He fits the fits the requirements, the description, yeah.
Gotcha.
On that.
Gotcha.
And like I said, like the other people that acted like they fit the mold as well. But like I'm saying, like the only one that is being like in there for like the last, I don't know, like 15 years has been him.
Yeah. So I'll say this. You asked me the question, right?
Yeah.
And when I think about the spiritual father comment or wording, right, or spiritual parents, I always initially think about my parents because of the example they gave me.
Oh, yeah.
And for most of my life, I went to church with my parents, and for a good amount of that too, I was pastored by them. Right, they were my pastors as well. Having left their church, I don't know that there's been a person that has kind of stepped into the spiritual parent side of it, as far as like where I congregate, the day-to-day and stuff like that. Do I think somebody can fill that role? Absolutely. Right? Because I believe there's seasons where a person can be that figure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we go through trials and we go through tribulations and we go through new situations, right? As we go spiritually, there's new issues we face. There's new battles we face. Right? And there's people that'll step in and they'll kind of put their arm over your shoulder.
And you read my mind, because I was going to tell you that, like, even in the natural, we have one father, right?
Yeah.
Like biological.
Yeah.
But not necessarily you always go, to him.
Right.
For everything.
Right.
Maybe sometimes you'll lean on, your best friend, or maybe on your pastor, that is not your father.
Right.
Right. Or maybe on another leader or something like that. I feel like it's like, in the gospel, in Christianity, as followers of Christ, and leaders or ministro, now
it's louder than ever.
Yo tengo este ojo así y tratando de concentrarme, no puedo. But I do believe that we play, in a way, a role, of a figure, that we can lead people. Like I said, like, you not always go to your actually biological dad and say, like, me pica una uña. You know what I'm saying? Like, you go for bigger issues.
Yeah. La uña no puede picar.
No, I don't know. Maybe por adentro te pica, ¿no? Las uñas pican. Las uñas pican.
Yo sé que la uña se rasca, pero...
No, pero la uña te pica.
Te pica. Oh.
Claro. Entonces, imagínate, si sirven para rascar, algo tiene que picarle también. La vaina es ¿cómo te rasca una uña?
Eso es por eso me pregunto.
Ese es el problema.
Eso
es algo que hay que discutirlo.
I think as you mature, right, and you grow in leadership, spiritual parenthood can be synonymous to mentorship, right?
Oh, yeah.
And just to establish it, I know there's people that struggle with spiritual father, or paternidad espiritual.
Daddy issues.
Yeah. It is a spiritual concept.
Yeah.
You see Paul in the Bible, Paul talks about Timothy, and he kind of talks to, saying that Timothy's like his spiritual son.
Right.
So I believe from a biblical principle standpoint, that's there. That's an obvious thing. I think there's been
y a lo mejor no lo creen. La gente no lo cree.
Right. Well, now that's the wind.
Dude.
Yeah. But
bueno, señor.
But what has happened, I think, is that there's been a manipulation and an abuse of
power.
Yeah. To where a lot of people don't want to believe in that. No. Right? It's like when you grow up in the street and when you grow up, let's say, in the hood.
Yeah.
Right. There was always a saying that people would say is like, yo, don't son me.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
Don't son me. Right? What people were trying to say was like, don't belittle me. Like, don't try to look after me.
Because everybody was a father.
Right. Everybody wanted to like be that big brother or that father thing. And the people were like, yo, I'm not your son. Like, don't son me.
Oh, wow.
Right. And so I think in church, what has happened is because of this abuse of the paternidad espiritual and manipulation and things like that, many people they've shied away from it. Like they're like, oh, I don't need you to be my spiritual parent. Right. Which is why
I can see that.
Which is why for me, and in my case, it's got to be something organic. Like you can't force.
Absolutely.
You can't force that on anybody, in my opinion.
You see, I can see what you're saying. In a way, I can relate on that because I felt myself, like I found myself multiple times in my life, like longing for that, right? Like for
a daddy.
For a daddy, like, yeah. I mean, hey,
he's opening up to it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is why we do this. You know what I'm saying?
The therapy session, the lights, but
like, it's true because I didn't grow up with a father figure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and then I came to this, like, I moved. Well, like after my mom and my dad separated, like till then I had it all. Like, and the story. I had it all, and like I didn't have to worry about anything. I didn't know what was like out there. Yeah. Everything was.
You grow a bridge.
Unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because yeah, if you want to know my story, buy my book.
Yes. $1 million loan.
Yeah. So the whole thing is obviously then I have to step into like, being an adult and all these things. And I didn't have that. So obviously I have to go and take example from multiple people, from different people, whether it was in church or outside.
Yeah.
And I found myself in church, sometimes like me wanting to like, in my head, like, man, could you be willing to like mentor me? Obviously never I saw it like as a father.
Yeah.
Because I had that issue, like that missing piece.
Yeah.
So I didn't saw a dad and anybody else.
Right.
And that's why me growing up in the gospel, it was so hard to have a relationship with God.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't know how to do this.
Right.
I don't know how to talk to another man.
You never had a relationship with a father, right?
You know what I'm saying? And leaning into a man or anything like that. So how come I'm going to do that with somebody I don't see?
See, and I, you hit a point there which I hadn't necessarily thought about, but it's interesting, right? Because it's God made a statement, or obviously the Apostles. I think it was John, right? Where in the epistles he goes, if you can't love your brother who you see, how can you love the God that you can't see or that you don't see? And it's important, and I think that paternidad espiritual Dios la ha establecido because of that exact reason, right? If you've got to be able to relate to a physical, earthly father, right? So that it helps you relate and talk and have a relationship with Abba.
I mean, like Paul said it in 1 Corinthians, like through Christ, I become your spiritual father. Or he doesn't say spiritual father, but he said like your father.
Yeah.
But he's referring to that, like the spiritual figure. But he's like, he's not replacing Jesus. He's not replacing God.
Right.
He's saying like, hey, I have a relationship with him.
Yeah.
I know them, you know. I can guide you to them.
Right.
And I can show you, you know, how to have a relationship with them and stuff like that and guide you. But he never put the focus on them.
Yeah.
Which we see that a lot, you know, nowadays.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm your spiritual father. You know, like, mira, puede venir a wash my dishes.
Right.
Because, I mean, yo soy tu papá espiritual. Tienes que honrarme. Y aquí dice la palabra que el que honra a su padre y madre llega viejo.
See, and that's why
y te abusan.
Yes, and I think that's why a lot of people are scared of those terms, or don't want to believe in those terms. You know, I said it this way when we were doing the other show is, you know, one of the signs of a spiritual parent or a parent in general is your son comes up to you and goes, "Hey, Dad, can I get $10?" Yeah, here's $10. Aunque apretado, right? But here's $10. Yeah, but you give from yourself for that person, and like in your case, where you're like you've longed for that. Like in my opinion, that's organic. Yeah, you are desiring, you are wanting. It's not somebody coming to you and being like, "You're gonna be my son." Like, wait, what?
Right? Like, son? How awkward that would be.
What do you mean? Like, I'm not a piece of property where it's like now you're claiming stake. Like, yo voy a hacer a este mi hijo. Like, no, that's not how that works.
And then how needy are you to have a son?
Right. Or desperate.
Ooh.
Right.
So why you want to have a son when you don't know how to be a son? Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we see that a lot. Yeah. Like,
right. And so it's something that you know, a person who's a true parental figure is always there no matter what.
Oh,
right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
They're not asking to be there. They're not asking for this. They're not asking for that. No, they just are. Yeah. Like their example is ejemplar. Yeah. Right. You know, we're for example, we're blessed to have pastors, right? That they're always,
yeah.
They're always present. They're always in the mix. Like you always catch them doing different things in church. Right?
Everything.
Right. You know, they show up to the different eventos. You know, they're not just behind the green room.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like you always see them present.
I mean, so those even if you don't see them, like we hear today, thanks of them. Yeah. Yeah. Like our pastors. So it's like this wouldn't be possible in here in this place.
Right.
Without them. So it's like,
yeah, so son calidades that just, when a person genuinely is that type of person, like they don't have to be looking for spiritual children.
No, for nothing though.
You know what I mean? Like their covering will provide for people to be like, no, that's my spiritual parent. Yeah. Or, you know what I mean? They have something that, you know, I know that I can learn from. And
because you recognize that like, hey, I'm here today, even on my journey, right? You know, with Christ. Right. And it's because everything that this person had told me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the example, because that's the thing. You can know a lot of Bible. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get to a point that if your life is not straight, I'm going to know. Yeah. I'm going to smell it. Yeah. And then in there, like, that's it. Like, whatever your title was, or you try to pretend it was, you know, it went down the drain. Right. Like, and like I said, I mean, yo digo así, me lleno de orgullo, you know, de decirlo así, de hablar de Jorge Luis. You know that. You haven't met him, unfortunately, yet. Yeah. But you will see, like, it will change your mind. You probably know him, Pedro. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I never met him, but you talked almost about him. I texted you the other day. I'm like, hey, bro, you checked up on him?
That's crazy. Like, Pedro, this man, like, he doesn't know him like that. He just know him because I talked about him, right? And he texted me the other day, hey, make sure that, like, you know, the Jorge Luis is good, because the hurricane, it was going to pass by, you know, where they live. And literally, I just got out of the phone with them and making sure that they were okay and stuff like that. And this man texts me out of nowhere, like, hey, make sure that you know that he's okay. Yeah. So,
but it's like I feel like I'm related because we're like brothers, and it's like he's you call him
and
a dad.
I'm telling you,
like I do that with all my friends. It's like, hey, how are your parents? You know what I mean? Like it's just a natural.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's okay. It's okay.
It's just funny.
I can talk to him and put you in the wheel. You know what I'm
saying? Oh, okay, back.
Yeah.
Konnichiwa.
He's not Japanese.
Oh, no?
No. He's Puerto Rican.
I thought he said, Jorge Luis. Jorge Luis.
In my land. Jorge Luis. No, but you know what I'm saying? Like I never had like that bad experience. He was always like, and he's pushy, always there. I don't need to like do anything. I don't need to give him anything. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like he never like forced anything. They're like, oh, te tienes que reportar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're not like obviously our relationship is completely different.
Yeah.
He cannot play both roles, right? Like when he stepped in my life, it was a hard like time in my life.
Yeah.
And he stepped in as my dad.
Gotcha.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a male figure that will like give me morals, principles, be there in my hard times, but also too like guide me through the gospel, like bring me closer to God and stuff like that. Gotcha. So that's why I would believe like that's the reason why I don't only see him or I put that title on him. You know what I'm saying? Like they get me spiritual dad.
Right.
Like I call him like dad. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like when I talk to him and stuff like that, like in my phone I have it like, you know, as a Papi Jorge Luis. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Also, you
like,
got on Papi.
Well, because, you know, like he's
you just got to change it up.
No, because he's Puerto Rican.
So I think you say Daddy God.
No. Did I say?
I don't know. I think in your secret place.
No. Because
also he's Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Oh, so my biological dad, I never like I cannot like I didn't grow up like that, right? Yeah. So I call him Pa.
Oh, okay.
Like Pa, when I'm talking to him and stuff like that, Pa. Yeah. But when I refer about him, it's mi papa.
Gotcha.
You know, like even and it's weird, even with my sisters.
Yeah.
We don't say like di que papi. It's like mi papa.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like when it's weird because he's our dad.
Right.
But like for whatever reason we say like, oh yeah, mi papá, que sé cuánto hizo esto, mi papá dijo eso. Señores, se metió Dios aquí.
Yo dependo de tu amor.
Acuérdate, we here to build.
Yeah, we are. Es hermoso momento.
What you gonna build un altar aquí? Aunque tú puedes un altar, papi. Mira, esto está chulo.
Yeah.
Tú puedes venir. Ah, no, pero es que se lo cogí en serio. No le dé la espalda al público. Mira, ¿verdad? Papito Dios, bendícelo. Señor,
Papito lindo.
Papito Dios. ¿Tú te imaginas ahora con toda esta situación de que la gente orando, de que Daddy did it.
Ya te pasaste ya. Ya me sacaste de comunión.
No, porque si tú estás orando y tú sabes un testimonio de que who did it? Daddy did it. Daddy did it. Who healed you? Daddy did it.
I couldn't take you seriously.
Papi, pero tú no sabes.
I would have to go to the bathroom. That's the moment during the service where I just go to the bathroom.
Just like, I can't.
Me sacaste de coño.
Llamo uno de los ujieres que con el pañuelo así, que no, vengo ahora y vaya.
I go mute the mic.
No, muchacho, no.
Yeah.
I think like he needs a dad.
Who? What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, he needs a dad.
You threw it off. I don't know.
No, because it's true. He needs a dad, did he?
Did he need a daddy?
Yeah, daddy. No, he got a lot of daddies, but no, I'm saying he needs a spiritual dad.
Yeah,
he does.
Supposedly he grew up Catholic.
He needs a spiritual dad.
He needs a spiritual dad. Yeah,
because that's the thing. That's the thing, and unfortunately,
but you know, he supposedly, I don't know if it's true. What I heard was that you remember the movie American Gangster.
Yeah, that his dad.
That his dad was an associate of the guy that Denzel plays in.
Yeah.
So I mean, even growing up, then he was around some crazy.
I mean, yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
no diddy.
It was that the best example?
No, absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? Like, did he grew up with his dad?
Right.
We don't know.
So he needed a spiritual father.
But he definitely.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because Catholic, anybody is Catholic. You ask around everybody in the whole world, it's like, yeah, soy católico.
Well, you know why?
Why?
Because you know what Catholic means.
What?
It means universal.
Oh.
The Catholic Church. Ooh. Universal Church.
Wow.
Yeah. You know that? Do you know that? Yeah, that's what I mean.
No.
Well, because technically the first...
So que when we go to Universal Studio, es el estudio católico.
Yeah, it's Catholic Studios.
Bro. Hablando de like conspiracy theories,
just
though.
Drop it.
Diandre.
No, I don't think it applies the same way, obviously.
I don't know, man. Yeah. I don't know.
But you realize that when the primitive church was started in the Church of Acts, there was 3 councils.
Yeah.
And so the Catholic Church considers Peter as their first pope, right? Because that was essentially the primitive church. You can call it as the universal church, right? It was the first church. Now the things break off y creencia se
era todo
comercializado
y todo fue por interés.
Claro, ahora todo por alms y por ofrendas y por ídolos y vainas, pues. Pero todo cambia.
No, lógico. Eso no
pues
había.
Hoy en día tienes que tener cuidado donde tú vas. So había un corito, my parents always taught me, right? That's why I say my parents are like my initial spiritual parents, right?
I mean,
había un corito, ¿te acuerdas de ese corito que decía, no importa la iglesia que vaya? You never heard this? It's que no importa la iglesia que vaya. No, importa la iglesia donde tú vayas.
Pero di el corito.
I don't remember the whole corito. But it was like, no importa la iglesia que vaya, like we're all brothers. Like, no, si en tu iglesia no predican que Jesús es el Señor.
No, espérate, eso está peligroso esa vaina.
Si yo digo, si Jesús no es el Señor en tu iglesia y es la única manera de llegar al cielo, pues sí importa la iglesia que tú
Claro que sí, claro que sí.
Importa.
Ya. Eso fue como el comentario que tú dijiste ahorita.
¿De qué?
De que un padre, un cura o el ¿cómo que se llama? Con todo respeto, Juan Pablo, qué sé yo, como que no sé.
I don't
Pero el que está ahora mismo.
Yo no soy católico.
No. Yo pensaba que tú eras católico.
No.
Yo
soy non-interdenominational.
Oh, es un nombre largo, bro.
En otra palabra, pentecostal.
Ok. Rajatabla.
No, bro.
No, rajabló.
They can't have beards.
Oh, pues te está descarriado la vaca. Te descarriaste.
Me fui de la...
No, muchacho.
Me fui de la línea.
No, pero como tú dijiste, que el padre ese... El cura, porque ya no es un padre, es el papa.
El pope.
El papa. Es un pope, ¿viste? Un pope. Eso lo tiene manipulado. Chacho.
El papa dijo que all religions lead to God.
¿Y lo hizo otra vez?
¿Ah?
La pared lo hizo otra vez.
Lo hizo otra vez.
Ya. Yeah. Habló otra vez. ¿Viste?
So,
pónganlo en los comentarios.
Mi gente.
¿Qué tú crees?
Do all religions lead to God?
Yeah. Just put it in the comments.
Yo creo que el Papa se salió.
Yo creo que
tal vez ya estaba salido.
But this is the thing.
Pero se salió ya definitivamente.
Eso para mí me da a entender que ellos no leen la Biblia, bro.
¿No?
No, porque es...
No, porque ellos leen los otros libros.
Oh, ya. Lo que lo sacaron,
Exacto.
Lo que no le conviene que la gente lea. O al revés.
Al revés.
Entonces, because como rayo, porque si tú eres un cura y eres el papa, que esa es la figura ya más alta que ellos tienen, el rango más alto. El papote. Cuidado que cae otra vez porque... Y los curas chinos son papitos.
Vamos a dejarlo ahí.
Sí, porque después nos metemos toda... Tú sabes...
be ready for the censor.
Nos metemos a toda esa... ¿Cómo que se llama esa historia de los griegos? ¿Cómo que se llama?
La mitología.
La mitología griega y hablamos de allá de Zeus y qué sé yo cuánto.
Sí, ahí lo dejamos.
Y los hijos de Zeus y toda esa gente y de Hércules.
Ajá.
¿Tú sabes?
Ajá, yeah. Sabemos.
¿Tú sabes cómo se llama el hijo de Hércules?
Sí.
¿Y el abuelo?
El abuelo no sé. Allá tú me puedes decir.
Yo te digo ahorita.
Ok.
No, pero imagínate, esa es la figura más alta que tú dices, bueno, el tipo tiene que saber algo. ¿Sabes? Tiene que saber la Biblia de atrás para adelante.
Si lo cargan así.
Todos los códigos, los códigos secretos y romper. Da Vinci, todo se lo sabe él. Es más, el tipo se duerme con la bata de uno de los apóstoles. Ya así tan así que está el hombre.
Tremendo.
Entonces tú dices que ese hombre hace ese comentario de que todas las religiones, entonces, si vamos a eso, una religión en la que está en esa, el satanismo.
Yeah.
Entonces,
yo no sé si el tipo está corriendo para presidente o qué, que dijo eso, pero...
que voten por mí. Todas son vueltas.
Todas religiones.
Llevan a Dios. Aquí caben todos.
I don't know. Estamos
el tipo está loco, bro. Con todo el respeto, el papa está loco. Like, I'm sorry.
El papa se papó.
No, el papa se empapó y no, bro. Like, es malo. Voy a decir en inglés. Like, the Pope is crazy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I respect you guys.
There's Catholics that got upset.
I respect you guys and I love you guys. But this man is crazy,
They
though.
got upset.
This man is crazy.
Hay curas que se molestaron.
No, porque he's crazy, though. Like, how can you, if you Christian and if you believe in the Bible and you read the Bible, you know that in there says that the only way to God,
to the Father.
To the Father. Vamos a ponerlo bien. Porque ¿qué es la vaina? Los católicos creen que el Papa, el Padre.
Right.
Tú no eres padre nada, porque tú nunca has experimentado eso.
We're talking about daddies today.
You see?
The only way to the Father is who?
Papi, Jesus Christ.
Tenemos que terminar ahí.
The only one.
That's the best way to finish.
Yeah.
Mi gente, thank you so much for tuning in today.
Chacho, ya tú sabes, papá. Es más, mira, te voy a llamar. Te voy a llamar para hacer una entrevista. En italiano, en portugués, lo que sea. Aquí hablamos todo el idioma. En griego también. Yo no creo que el Papa sabe griego, bro.
¿No?
No.
So vamos enséñanos un poquito de griego hoy.
Porque tú no me dijiste, me dijiste cómo se llama el abuelo de Hércules.
No, ¿cómo se dice dad en griego?
Pateras.
Pateras.
Ya. Yeah. Por eso cuando tú ves, si estudias la Biblia en griego.
Pateras espiritual.
Patrimón.
Patrimón.
Ya. Yeah. Pater y mon.
That's fatherhood?
No.
¿Qué? Dime, I don't know griego.
Fatherhood. Es un slang así de aquí, bro.
¿Qué es patrimón?
Así que empieza ¿cómo se ora? ¿Cómo es la oración de Jesucristo? ¿Cómo nos enseñó Jesucristo a orar?
Father who art in heaven.
Ajá. ¿Y sí qué más?
Hallowed be thy name.
Ajá.
Thy kingdom come.
Ajá.
Thy will be done.
Ajá.
Here on earth as it is in heaven.
Ajá.
Give us today our daily bread.
Ajá.
Ajá.
Amen. No, pero cuando se empieza a orar así, dice pater y mon.
Pater y mon, okay.
Ya, pero father es pater o pateras.
Gotcha.
Ya.
Yeah. Hey, I learned Greek today.
¿Viste? Pateras.
Pateras.
Yeah.
No pantera.
No, ni pateras, ni que de patera. No.
Pateras.
Pateras.
Tremendo.
Chacho.
Greek 101.
No. Más adelante tira un poquito más. Entonces.
Sí, porque tengo que aprender. Porque cuando
pero no. Está bueno.
Yeah.
Está bueno.
Está bueno.
Who's your daddy, bro?
Who's your daddy?
Nunca me terminaste de decir.
Who's my daddy?
Yeah. Ten cuidado porque esto lo ve mucha gente. Muchos daddy ven esto.
Mi gente, thank you so much for tuning in today. We love you.
Absolutely.
We thank you for tuning into our show. You can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify,
Apple, TikTok.
You name it.
And also, you know where else?
Where else?
Like if you're driving and you like our high radio. I forgot to tell you that.
iHeartRadio. De verdad.
Loco, mira, bro. Mira.
De verdad. I'm not, this guy, he makes moves.
Look, I'm not lying to you, bro. Look at this. iHeartRadio, papi. Mira.
iHeartRadio.
Mira. Vamos a buscar. Relajando en serio. Mira para allá, papi.
What?
Mira para allá. Relajando en serio, Pedrito. Míralo ahí en iHeartRadio.
That's
papi,
crazy.
ya tú sabes, loco.
That's crazy.
Ya, bro. Estamos activos, loco. Estamos en todos lados.
Changing studios.
Estamos en todos lados.
Adding platforms.
Papi, aquí venimos a arrasar.
Vamos
a arrasar.
Ya tú sabes.
Estamos contratando papá aquí. Voy a hacer una aplicación así ahora. Como la que dijimos la semana pasada. De que tú puedes alquilar un abuelo, una vaina. You can rent a spiritual father.
Está pasado.
Chacho.
Está pasado. Mi gente, and if you haven't tuned in and you want to tune into a more extensive conversation on this topic, feel free to tune in to vibraradio.fm. We are there every Wednesday, 7 p.m., 10 p.m. replay Eastern time. And you could download TuneIn Radio. Yeah. And you can find us there. Or you could even go to Apple Music or to Spotify and find the episodes on those platforms.
Yeah, full episodes in there.
Yes, sir.
There's no cuts or anything like that. Everything straight up in there. Like you say, it's more extend, more deep.
Right.
We're still relajando, but it's a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
So we there. So go for it. And, don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right. Tell us what you think about the studio.
Yeah. That would be great.
Yeah.
If you want to see something on the studio, let us know.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I'm making this statement.
We're just missing the sign in the back.
I'm making this statement.
That's all we need now.
Like, literally, like, if you put it in the comments, I'm gonna do that like for the I don't know, like for the first like 3 months.
Really?
If you put it in the comment, if you comment, what do you want to see in the studio?
You're gonna do a poll.
We're gonna bring it.
Right.
Like
right.
I want to see a horse. We bring a horse.
Right.
You know, surfboard. You bring a surfboard.
Bring it.
Yeah.
What?
Just put it in the comment.
Right here. Yeah. We ain't going anywhere. We right here.
So we're gonna head bang now.
No, it's DMX. We always gotta.
Este tipo con su vaina, loco. Ahora mismo no podemos estar hablando de temas así.
Oh, no?
No, bro. Eso nos va a implicar ahora.
But he didn't have any relation with Diddy. He
didn't
have any relation with Diddy.
No, pero tú cantando tu cosa de esa.
All right, we're going to cut this then.
Yeah, no. Cut it up. And
Mi gente, thank you so much for tuning in. This is your brother Joey.
And Gio.
And always remember que estamos
relajando.
En serio.
Ya tú sabes.
Be blessed.
Llévatelo, Pedro.